YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Black House Booking here with another video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it, man. Let's go. Let's get right into it, man. Hey, man. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not that excited for Elimination Chamber. Obviously it's the go home show before, WrestleMania, and it's usually not very festive. I'm just very happy that we're not doing Fastlane, because Fastlane is a stupid premium live event title name, pay-per-view name, whatever you want to call it. Fastlane is dumb. So I'm happy we're not doing that. But on the other hand, you know, Io Sky, I can count on my hand how many times she's defended her championship since her run. I'm pretty sure. Like, when's the last time Io Sky defended her belt at a premium live event? Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax won't be very eventful. Rhea Ripley is gonna beat Nia Jax. It's not gonna be a squash job, or if it was a squash job, that would actually be nice for Rhea Ripley going in to WrestleMania. And we don't want Rhea Ripley to get hurt. That's not a Nia Jax joke or anything like that. But obviously, I know the show isn't gonna be too jam packed and too, too exciting, because they don't want the stars to get hurt before the big show. But it's just not that exciting to me. I think you didn't need to have an Elimination Chamber match for the men to determine who was going to face Seth Rollins. I thought it was pretty obvious. You should have just had Damian Priest just bring out the briefcase and say, hey, I'm cashing in. I have a guaranteed match at WrestleMania against you, Seth Rollins. I was just waiting to see what Cody Rhodes was going to do. Or I would have injected myself into Rock versus Roman and made a triple threat match. That would have been very great for Damian Priest's character. Now they're saying that Logan Paul and Kevin Owens is probably going to be the last guys in Elimination Chamber. So here's what we're doing. We're putting guys who's not even on Raw in the chamber for no reason, which is dumb. Looking at the guys who are in this match, I'm pretty sure Drew McIntyre is going to win. They're going to get Drew versus Seth. But if you want to throw a swerve, LA Knight could be a possibility. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to get LA Knight versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania, or we can end the Kevin Owens and Logan Paul thing at Elimination Chamber, and LA Knight eliminates Logan Paul, which causes him and Logan Paul to have a match at WrestleMania. I think LA Knight needs some gold, but so far this Elimination Chamber match for the men is not very exciting, because it's kind of like Damian Priest should just have the shot. And then, because we don't want another failed cash in, but we're gonna do a WrestleMania cash in at WrestleMania. I wouldn't be upset with that, but it's probably going to be at the expense of Drew McIntyre, who beats Seth Rollins. Then Damian Priest comes in, cash in, and beats Drew McIntyre, which kind of sucks for Drew McIntyre, if you ask me. But I'll take it, man. I'm tired of failed cash-ins, because Money in the Bank is becoming irrelevant. To the official tag team match, which is why Damian Priest has nothing to do with what's going on later. It's going to be Damian Priest and Finn Balor versus did they even name this tag team? Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, which is fine. I wish it was just for the Raw or the Smackdown title, so we could split these titles up. I am tired of this. I can see the Judgment Day losing this. I don't think that's going to happen, but I can see it happening to really set up. Let's focus on Damian Priest cashing in, and there's another story to tell. But obviously, Dominic and JD McDonough is going to cause interference. But I can see the Miz and R-Truth interfering as well, which Pete Dunne gets the win. We have new tag team champions. Then we unify those and we make new belts for Raw. I can see that happening, and I would not be upset if that happens. Shout out to Smackdown. Smackdown is a way better show than Raw, by the way. So I don't know if those are the only matches going on. I mean, we have 2 Elimination Chambers, so having 4 matches on the card, seems appropriate. But for that Australian crowd, I think the only thing they're really going to get out of this is Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. They're going to go crazy for Rhea Ripley. And then the women's Elimination Chamber match is going to be interesting, but reports are coming out that Jade Cargill is going to be in the match. I hope that is wrong. Jade Cargill being in the match needs to set up her versus Bianca Belair. I genuinely think Bianca Belair is not going to win Elimination Chamber, and we're going to get Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch, which I'll take that over Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair, because the Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair is the biggest WrestleMania. They say that every year, but we need to make this the biggest WrestleMania, and we can't do that with a whole bunch of championship matches, especially championships that no one cares about. No one wants to see the women's tag team championships defended at WrestleMania. because you made them irrelevant. We're having a whole bunch of makeshift tag teams all over the rosters, you know, so the tag team championships aren't really super duper important at this moment in time. So we're gonna get both women's titles defended. We're gonna get both men's titles defended. Gunther, I think Gunther should have lost to Jey Uso, and we had Jey versus Jimmy for the IC belt, but that's neither here nor there. If we get Gunther at WrestleMania, I would like to see Andrade versus Gunther, because why bring Andrade back if he's not going to wrestle at WrestleMania and he's not going to do anything important? Even if he loses to Gunther, I just want to see Andrade at WrestleMania. And obviously we're probably going to have a women's battle royal, or we're going to do the women's tag team championship fatal 4-way tornado tag, or whatever the case may be, because you got to get Naomi in there somehow. Natalya is going to find a way to get into WrestleMania. Zelina Vega should be at WrestleMania. They just don't know how to do certain things. There's certain, you can really build this card up to be great with the mid-card matches. We know what's going to be at the end of the night. But what about AOP, well, the Final Testament and versus Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits? Why can't that just be a match within itself night one? I would not mind that as an opener. That would be perfectly fine. Or if you want to do the opener, let's do Drew versus Seth. Get that out the way, because Bayley and Io should be the main event, but it's probably not gonna be, as they're letting you know. Stop saying that a Royal Rumble win guarantees a main event match at WrestleMania. That means you go on last. So if that's not what that means, let's stop saying it, because the story of Bayley and Io, they're gonna say that it's not as interesting as Drew versus Seth, even though Drew versus Seth is something that's not that interesting within itself. Now, if it was CM Punk versus Seth, I'll be like, all right, we might have a case here to be made for as to why that should be last. But you know, that's neither here nor there. They're gonna make some excuse as to why the women who won the Royal Rumble would not be on last, which is really dumb in my opinion. And if they do put that match on last, I would be very surprised. And obviously night 2 we're gonna have Cody versus Roman as the main event, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, man, Elimination Chamber, I'm not that excited. I mean, it's nice to have a safe show, but I think you could have done something else. I think an IC title match would have been nice. It still could be, you never know. But yeah, I think that would have been a little bit better than what's going to happen, in my opinion. Especially that tag team match was very random, and I wish we could have made it an interesting tag team match, like a ladder match or something like that. But obviously we don't want nobody to get hurt. But I don't think Finn Balor is gonna be at WrestleMania. Like, it's so many stars. I don't know what they're gonna do at WrestleMania. What is Finn Balor gonna do at WrestleMania? What is Dominic gonna do at WrestleMania? Unless you bring Ray back and get a rematch, I would love that. Bring Ray back. Let's get a Dominic versus Ray rematch. Have Dominic win, and then Ray retires. I mean, but they're not gonna do that. Probably it's not enough build, I guess. I would love to see Andrade versus Santos Escobar, but they have no build for that. They have no story to tell with that, because they just, you know, skipped over that really. So it's a lot going on, man. I think WrestleMania could really be big, but I don't know what other matches they're gonna put together, bro. I want the mid card has to be good. I don't want to just be regular. Just let's get through the 5-minute match. I want to see Clash of the Titans, Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill. I want to see Gunther versus Andrade, Jay versus Jimmy Uso. We want to see the men's tag team championships be put up. Let's do a triple threat tag team ladder match. Something. Let's do something like, it needs to be different match types at WrestleMania, bro. Not just regular singles matches. I want to see. I haven't seen an Iron Man match in a long time. Iron Man, steel cage, tag team, tables match, something, bro. But let me know what you guys think, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna come at y'all with another video tomorrow. Deuces.